offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's
taking it right down Broadway. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and all the way in for a touchdown. Johnston, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You look at this defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now it's Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Returnable here for Davis. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Austin Eckler racing to the end zone. Touchdown! Austin Eckler with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
2nd and 10. Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. There's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
95 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Broncos nothing.
Second and 12.
Let's go, let's go.
This is a counter play. Eckler. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. Herbert off of play action. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 40 yards. And the Dragons take a 3-touchdown lead. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got another one to Johnston. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll be brought down by by the Broncos. It's a sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
At the 47-yard line.
21. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? On the option right, Herbert. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
Herbert now. Looking middle, and that's complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Run it. Hey.
On 1st down, Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jalen Virgil, 35 yards. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Broncos 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, they'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll get this to Eckler. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and 6 now.
28-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Complete to Johnston here. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now 3rd down and very long.
Hey, easy. We go orange.
The tight end in motion right.
Hey, go lion. Crowd right.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Broncos 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup at 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drop.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. There he goes, left side. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Play action. It's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Wilson. Incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Good.
Wilson. Well, this is caught by Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
16 yards. First down, Broncos.
Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time.
Run!
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass, and that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
No gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Push left. 14, front it. Start.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. Draw play, it's Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Home trips right.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 126 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Herbert going to change the play here.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
Mike Williams.
41 yards.
And the Dragons are able to widen their advantage.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One last shot for Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos are able to recover. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory.